Yo, face. Show your face, please. With sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, I'm sure most of you seen the video already of Trench's news touring the courtroom that he'll soon be testifying against OBlock in, or if he already did, and a lot of people are confused. And one thing I have to know is that the devil is the master of all confusion, but in this case, it isn't the devil. It's just a guy trying to manipulate the public due to him having to testify against OBlock members in the case of FBG Duck, and he tried to make this persona like he was from the street, he did this, and X, Y, and Z, and when it comes down to it, guess what? He cooperated. Now, when we first told y'all that he was a witness, everybody thought it was cap because most of you thought that it just couldn't be true for whatever reason. But when I seen that the name of the cooperator was MW, that's all I needed to know, because I know the initials of his real name due to personal reasons in the past. So now, as MW, quote unquote, was mentioned in the paperwork, we know with the OBlock trial kicking off, we can expect Trench's Nude to appear in court if needed. Now remember that, you know, if needed part. That's another thing a lot of people aren't understanding when it comes to this case as well. If you don't see him on the stand, it doesn't mean that he didn't cooperate. It just means that the defendants were prosecuted and there was no need for him to pretty much be up there. But if they do in fact need to pull him out, Trench's will definitely be present and have to testify in court. And I think he already did, or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure how the trial is going. We are told that by Thursday, the defendants would actually be in court. For the first 2 days, like Mama Duck said, it would just be, you know, a jury selection. So in a recent video that he posted to his YouTube, in which we uploaded to our Instagram, y'all can check it out there. We're going to leave a link to it pinned in the comments below. Trench's News is seen walking through the Cook County courtroom and making light of the situation as if it's no biggie, and this is just something that he's trolling about. But it's all false, right? Right now it's very much real, and don't be fooled by the little manipulation tactics that he's doing. I guess he's trying to expose it before anyone else do and act like he's trolling. However, Trench's News is very much a part of that trial, and he just might testify against him during, you know, the trial and the whole court proceedings if need be. Now, another thing that I realized during the video is that he kept trying to throw Truth Teller TV under the bus, whereas he's one of the people that's going down by himself. But if y'all remember New Jack City, when he said it's deeper than Nino Brown, that's what's going on here. It's deeper than Nino Brown, and he's taking everybody that he can with him. And before y'all sit here and fall for the foolery and say, no, Hookah, he's just trolling, he's not really testifying against them, that's just him making the video, you know, please pay attention here, y'all. I know his initials, so I know for a fact that he's involved due to the paperwork that was released online. Not to mention, shout out to Mickey Truth, which is the queen of this paperwork stuff. She was the one that made us check the Chicago Tribune, which states that the guy with the initials MW is also a YouTuber. So what more evidence do you need? In other words, y'all, for the kids coming up and idolizing the culture and these guys in the drill culture thinking they're real dudes, all I'm gonna say is don't be gassed. You got some guys that are actually about that life, but guess what? Those are the same guys you're not going to see talking about it on social media. But most of them, the other guys that are doing that, they're just riding the perception, and when things like this come down and situations such as this come out, they fold. And y'all gotta remember, this is the same guy that was going on interviews detailing unsolved shootings and crimes in situations that transpired between FBG Butter and the other OBlock guys, FYB J-Man, and you can't be surprised that this is happening. You could tell that he was there for certain situations or knew of certain situations that happened, but the problem is that he was saying way too much on social media. So it went from, all right, well, do we know if he was really there? Then when we find out, all right, well, maybe he was really there because a lot of these guys actually do know him. It went from that to, all right, now he's saying a little too much. He's saying a little too much in these interviews. He's saying a little too much on social media, which led to where we are now because he was trying to prove himself. Right? Then he says, hey, they subpoenaed me, so I gotta be here, y'all. As if they just subpoenaed him for no reason at all. You know, he know why he was subpoenaed. He was just hoping that it didn't get to this point. But he was subpoenaed to come there because that's part of whatever deal that he worked out. Why they ain't subpoena anybody else? Right? Why they ain't subpoena me? Why? Let me tell y'all right now. The people that was subpoenaed are the people who have information that they're looking for and are a credible source to the situation and was willing to cooperate like he did. So yes, he has to be there. Yes, he was subpoenaed, but the reason was because he gave up very credible information that they're probably going to use during the trial. It's not like they just picked him out of nowhere. He's trying to make a little manipulative tactic. He's trying to be slick, but anybody with a brain knows what's going on. Either he's trying to be manipulative or he's trying to expose it and make light of the situation before anybody else does. It's a smart tactic, of course, but those who know what's going on know what's going on. All right. He was better off just admitting that he's testifying and saying, well, Duck was my boy, so I'm doing it for Duck. You know, justice for Duck. But let's be real, after trying to maintain a tough guy persona and the image on social media for so long, he's not going to just come out and say, yeah, I snitched, or yeah, I'm testifying, because let's be real, nobody wants to be labeled as a snitch. I get it. But he literally just exposed himself, so y'all don't need to no longer guess or wonder if he's testifying, because he let it be known himself. He let the cat out the bag himself. I guess he tried to do that before anybody else does. Cool. I understand it. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what's going on in this case tomorrow. That's when the suspects will actually appear in court, which is day 3 of trial. Like Mama Duck said, the first 2 days, it was just a jury selection, so we didn't really get to, see or know much. We don't know if they'll be handing out plea agreements, time, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But one thing for sure is that I'm sure we'll be finding out some new information, maybe some new evidence in the case. So expect to be surprised at some of the stuff that may come out, because that's how the feds work. You never know what they may have. You might see some surveillance or something. I don't know. We just gonna have to wait and see. As of right now, Trenches News let it be known that he was in the Cook County courtroom, and yeah, there you have it. Now make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.